Chicago. And if you're watching this on replay, I know there might not be too many people looking so far, but I'm here to pass on some sad news and much sorrow to our friend and fellow broadcaster Maryann Okon in Nigeria. She has lost her mother to cancer in just the last few hours, and Maryann and I have become nice friends in the last few weeks, as I have with so many of you on HAPS during this time. So I am just here to say, a little bit, to send a little bit of love to Maryann and her family, and wanted the HAPS family to be able to get together with me and share some of the love that we all have here as HAPS broadcasters. Thank you, Deanna. That certainly means a lot, and I know that will mean a lot to Maryann as well. Lots of love and hugs is a really great thing. If anybody wants to come up and say something, please feel free to do so. Also, if you just want to come up and not say anything, but you want to maybe bring your followers in, then please do so as well. If I haven't invited you, it's not because I didn't intend to. It's just that I can only invite. I mean, I don't know how many people I can actually invite here. I've invited a lot of people before, and it's kind of seemed to clog it up a bit. So I am. Hey, Dee Dee, great to see you. As always, great to see you. Great to see everybody starting to arrive. It's a beautiful thing. Kimchi, awesome. Nice to see you. As always, wonderful. Kimchi is the concierge of my chats and the head wrangler of the moderators, I suppose, and one of my longtime online friends. So it is nice to see you too, Kimchi. And like I said, if anybody wants to come up and say a few words of inspiration or whatever, please feel free to do so. Also, if you want to come up and not necessarily speak, but you want to pull your followers in, I think that would work. If I don't bring you on screen, I'm not 100% sure, but if somebody wants to let me know that would be absolutely fantastic. I'm not sure how that works. If Pablo or Peter or somebody are listening, they might know. And hopefully we'll see some of the folks from the HAPS team here today. This all kind of came together at the very last minute. I've spent the last couple of hours trying to put this thing together, and so I don't actually know how many folks are going to show up. But the folks that we have here right now, it's just a beautiful thing to do, and I really appreciate it. There is so much goodness and love on this platform, and I think as I say, love is the answer. Really, love has got to be the answer to just about everything. I don't see how it isn't the answer to everything. Thank you, Joy, for sending that to Maryann. I know that she will be very appreciative. Thank you for the WOW Award. Anything that we get awards-wise during this broadcast, we will definitely make sure that we give to Maryann or her, favorite charity or something. So that would be. Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy? Okay. Thank you, Doe. That's very nice of you, very kind of you. Eric, it's great to see you. As I said, I'm just inviting people up if they want to come up, say just a quick, couple words, and you can drop back down. That would be I think a nice thing to do. If you don't know Maryann, know that she is an amazing broadcaster, and she is a much beloved reporter in her native country, in Nigeria, and it does covers a lot of things around the continent of Africa. I think us Americans quite typically think that Africa's like one country, and it's not. It's made up of many, many, many countries. And Maryann has been doing coverage around Africa for quite a while, and she's just an excellent broadcaster. She was on the International Women's Day event that we had recently, and I know several people got to work with her on that, and it was really fun to see her in like an actual like you know, TV station with like makeup artists and stuff, putting on putting on makeup on people and those makeup mirrors in the background with all the little bulbs around it. You know what I mean? Like I don't have that anywhere here in the studio slash bedroom slash kitchen. No, basement. No. Well, okay. Not all those things. But yeah, so it really is just a beautiful thing to have so many people on this platform that are so giving and that care so much for other people. Um, Thank you, Nick, um, for your sentiments there. It is also very much appreciated. As I said, pop up, say hello, uh, give a little love if you want to. I know this can be kind of a difficult time for people. As well. Sometimes, hi Helga. I tried to reach out to you, but I didn't find any social media. So I'm glad you have found us this morning. And I know this can be a very difficult time for people as well. In terms of triggering and loss and everything. So if you don't feel like coming up and saying something, that is fine too. Hi Takara. Please feel free to come up and say a few words if you'd like. I know. Many of you probably don't know Maryann, but I will tell you in Nigerian culture, the things that you can emphasize in a time like this is that that you are passing along your sorrow, that you're sorry that someone is going through this, and that there's a lot of love. You know what I mean? So that's another thing in Nigerian culture that you cannot. I don't think you can express it too much. The love that people can have. So, hey, Eric, come on over here for a second. Let's talk to you.
Hello, Rev. How are you doing this morning?
Oh man, for
This
whatever
afternoon.
reason, I can't. You can put condolences. I can't hear you, Eric. Hang on a second. This is my
Sorry
little
about
thing.
that.
No, it's not you. It's not you. It's
All right.
totally me. I have. I didn't turn on my headphones. There we go. I could hear you. Let me take you off the screen there until you're ready. Maryann's mother passed away. Please, yes, do put condolences on the screen if anybody
Can you hear
would
me
like
now?
to do that. You could send her a little video message. I made one. They're easy to make. Post them up on Facebook, and you can do that as well. The 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 connection that Maryann and I have been able to make was because, like many of you can attest to, I wanted to reach out to her and see if we could interview her, one of our fellow broadcasters from the other side of the world, and we're definitely looking forward to doing that. I'm actually super excited, and hopefully going to bring in some other folks from the continent of Africa, and hopefully we can get more people in Africa on the platform. Hey, Eric, how are you doing today?
Doing good, Rev. Sorry, that was my bad. I didn't have my microphone plugged in.
No, no, no. I didn't even have my headphones turned on because I had been listening to something else as well. So thank you, Isa, for those condolences. It's very sweet of you. There's Very much appreciated. So, I know Eric, you're a deeply spiritual person, and if you want to, you know, say some words from your spirit to us, I think that would be beautiful.
Sure. At this moment, just like to let everyone know, these times can be trying for many different people for many different reasons. And one thing I always like to look to in these times is, not necessarily to mourn the person so much as to remember them and to love them, to know that they came and experienced and shared their self with you, and those ways that they touch you and care for you and are there for you always be inside of you. And so, Maryann, all my heart goes out to you in these moments. I've still got my mother with me, so I can't
Mm.
speak as if I know that kind of transition, if you will. But I'd like to just take a moment of silence, and I've got a crystal bowl here that's in line with the heart chakra. And so, if I could just play that for a second and just kind of allow the vibrations to settle. Chose to do 3 gongs there at the beginning, one for the mother, one for the father, and one for the great spirit that connects us all together. And then one final one for the heart chakra, the love that we can all share when we're open to one another. And
Appreciate that, my friend. It's been really good getting to know you as of late and getting to hang out with you. And I think I don't know if I've officially done it, but since I was been here a few days longer than you, welcome to the Habs community officially from your fellow broadcaster here, and really, really nice to see you. Looks like Helga's here, so I'm going to swap you two out. And anybody else want to come in line? That would be great. I'm sure I'll probably talk to you soon, Eric. So thank you very much, my friend, for coming in.
thank you, Rev.
All right.
Much love.
Yeah. Namaste, my friend. And there's that great switcheroo there that sometimes works. How are you, Helga? Oh,
Hello.
you. Thank you, Isabel. It's really nice of you to come up here and share some thoughts with us. It's much appreciated.
I know that we take uh, the passing over of someone as dying. The physical body is not able anymore to carry the spirit. Last year, my mom also left the body. So I know that the human part of us will experience pain and will have a lot of questions. But the spiritual part We don't die. We remain. We are eternal beings. Don't ask me what will come after this experience as a human. But one thing I know is that we last forever. So do we have to be sad when someone who is precious to us, that they went ahead of us? It doesn't mean that you won't miss the person. But when I think about the eternal being that all of us are, that is what helped me to give it a place in my life. So that is what my thoughts are on this subject.
And there he goes. There's Rev without unmuting his microphone. Thank you for coming by, Helga. That was very meaningful. That's why I usually have Eleanor in here pushing the buttons for me because I'm not allowed to push the buttons. So thank you, Helga, for those meaningful words. I really appreciate it very much. And hopefully I'll see you again really soon. So, and all of you that are texting me as well that you can't hear me, thank you. And don't tell me not to push the mute button. Thank you, Helga. Nice to see you. I'm kind of legendary for not pushing the mute button at the right time. So I really appreciate all your patience. Virtual support for Maryann and spiritual discussion of passing on at HAPS. We've got a. I did send you one. I think it's just because it's crowded with people. Maybe, Eleanor. Let's see. I made you a director too. Somewhere here in this long list.
Rev, I can leave if you want someone else in the room.
Oh yeah, sure. That would be fine.
Alrighty, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, everyone.
I think you're there you are, Eleanor. You're on the list. Hi, Desiree. How are you doing? It's great to see you. It is really nice to hear those heartfelt words and words from Helga that she could share about what she's gone through, and all of us here are really, I hope all of us here are really really connected to each other and are able to be vulnerable with each other and in a safe space. I think the mission of HAPS and the mission of empathy and the mission of really making a big difference in the world. I think I've never done anything like this. in the digital or in the real world. I performed a wedding ceremony once, and that was really fun, and I had a lot of great joy in that. But putting together something like this is something that I'm very happy very happy to be able to do. And we'll oh, looks like we have somebody else that wants to say hello. Um, the did you want to be on? Did you want to be on camera, Nick? Well, wait a minute. There
Is
we
there
go.
hello?
There you go. All right, hang on one second. Let me get you on here.
Hello,
There you go.
hello. Am I here?
You are here. Welcome.
Hi. Um, so first of all, my condolences. Um, I'm sorry. Um, as someone who recently has had an incredible loss as well, it's really hard. I know there's nothing that someone can say to make that pain less. I know it's hard because I know nothing that people say to me helps. But one thing that has helped me, and this is what the only thing I really can share, because I have no words of wisdom. I have nothing that will make the pain go away. I have nothing to say except something that has helped me, and that is just the incredibleness of this earth and the things that go on. We have a plant here in the desert that lives for its life, whatever its lifespan is. But when it passes away, when it dies, hi, hello, hi everyone. When it passes away, it shoots up this incredible stalk, like 20 feet high. And on this stalk, it leaves behind hundreds and hundreds. Actually, I have hold on. It's behind just hundreds and hundreds of these babies. So when it leaves, it hasn't. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It leaves behind all these babies. It just leaves behind all these things to keep going. Like, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm still going to be here, and I'm going to put out all these babies to keep going. And I collect them, and I root them and make more out of them. And then I'm able to just give them away and share them with anybody that needs it. And I feel like I take away a lot from that. That out of it, I have to keep spreading love and joy and keep that going for my husband. Is the only thing that really keeps me going. I'm so sorry that I'm not able to contain myself right now. It's very
Well, it's
difficult.
perfectly fine.
And I know it's very difficult, especially to lose a parent. You feel like that's that one person, you know, that always had your back, that you could always count on. But like that person said, that they're still there and their memories and everything. That's the only thing that keeps me going. And I don't know if there's a message here that anybody can relate to, but I love that this plant does it and leaves this behind. And then I nurture it, and I choose like, they need to get into water. This is my new batch, but then I nurture that and then can keep spreading that. So I don't know. that's it. I just wanted to share that. And again, I'm so sorry for your loss.
That's
Much
that-
much love to you all.
that's beautiful, Nick. Jane Cerami wants one of your babies there. So
Oh, one of my babies. I have a million of them. So yes, you're welcome to it. Anyway, again, I'm so sorry for your loss, and love and light to you all. All right, love
thank
you.
you, Nick.
Bye.
We'll see you. Thank you very much. Desiree, we'll give you a second if you're ready. Do you want to come up and say a few words?
Yeah.
Great. Hi.
Hi, what's up?
Well, just so happy that so many folks are showing up to share some love for Maryann.
Yeah, the community is really, really good together. We're all brought together by beautiful things. And at this time of transition, sometimes, people have to go and transition in order for them to find their greater self. So I just want to give my condolences and my love and, you know, just know that angels are surrounding you at this time during this sadness for you, and know that, it wasn't a loss of love for you. It was it was just their transition, you know. It's just beautiful. So I'm sending my love and my light to you to surround you at this time.
That's very sweet. Very sweet. Um, much appreciated. Um, I hear a nice little bird in the background there.
Yeah, I have parakeets.
Awesome. Well, there, look at that. A little fun little parakeets in the background. That's great. And it is just it's wonderful to have you here, and I appreciate it. And hopefully I'm going to see you soon. I always enjoy hanging out with your little crew here that hangs out in the evening. So you, Eric, and Helga, and others, it's a lot of fun. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
So much love. Love
Yeah,
you all
to you
so
too.
much.
Love to you too. All right. Bye.
Bye.
The 7-year-old's speaking to me. Um, make sure you're all definitely following each other, subscribe to each other, share some love with each other, share some awards with each other, sponsor each other. This community works on the I think the principle of compassion, of collaboration, of giving, of friendship. We all have so far to go, so much to learn. We're all stumbling at times, struggling, especially during this um, really worldwide problem. And loss is going to be so prevalent in these generations, and it's going to be known for a long time. But each individual loss really matters, and that love that we can give to each other, holding each other in at least in the spiritual way, is a powerful thing, and everybody coming together you know is a beautiful thing to see, especially at 12:30 in the afternoon, at least here in Chicago, where many people are presumably, hopefully, at work, and 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 for for you to be able to stop by, it's definitely a wonderful thing. If there's anyone else that would like to come up and say a few words, please join us up here. It's I know it can be I know it can be tough, but grief is the most human emotion. It unites us and reminds us of how precious our time on earth is, but why we keep people in our memories and in our hearts. They won't really be gone. They've just moved on to a different part of their paths through the universe. This is very beautiful, Dr. Hooper. Deanna, that's just much appreciated. I think in this community of so many different understandings of our path in the universe, of our place in the universe, of how we got here, I think it's beautiful to share all of these things. And I'm definitely gonna um, cherish those words, and I'm sure that they will be, meaningful to Maryann. And it does remind me of the uh, the poem from Aaron Freeman, about the physicist, and I was thinking about maybe reading that later today or something and doing a little short broadcast on it. But actually, Aaron Freeman, it is the Aaron Freeman that I know from Chicago that is the physicist. I don't know him personally, but I know from Chicago public radio in the 90s, and I was really surprised that it was him, only because Aaron Freeman is a pretty common name. So that was really fun to find that out. And I had a dear friend of mine, dear friend of mine, recently read that to me for the first time, and it was very nice. It's an absolutely beautiful poem, and off the top of my head, I think it was "Why You Want a Physicist." I think if you Google that at your funeral, you can definitely listen to that as well. I wouldn't want to read it now because I don't think I would do it justice. I think I need to practice it a few times to be able to read it well. So, like I said, maybe I will try to practice that and do that a little bit. I wish we had some music. I wish I had had a little more time to put this together. Hey, James Little from Glasgow. Welcome, James. Nice to see you. I know there might be some musicians out there watching. If somebody wanted to come up and sing something or play something, that would be lovely as well. I don't know how many people I was able to reach out to as I was trying to put this together. But yeah, if anybody wants to come up and say a few words or play a little musical tune, that would be great. We have some great artists here, and I know a lot of our artists that we know in the evenings are probably busily tending to their little ones or working, and I'm just waiting for a customer to pop in. Well, hopefully they will pop in. It's always good to have a customer pop in. That sounds like a beautiful thing. Anybody wants to be a customer of James? If you're watching and you know where James is, pop in while he's waiting for another customer to pop in. That would be great. And if you never make a comment, which surprisingly is amazes me how many people are actually out there who we never know are out there. If you've never made a comment before and you feel so inspired, please do just say something in the chat if you want, or let us know you're here or where you're from. If anybody wants to tell us where you're from and something about you a little bit, send a little love. You can definitely do it in the chat. That would be a beautiful thing. I think it would be nice for Maryann to know that we've got people from all over. I wish I could pop in on James. James is well. It's time for me to head for mealtime. i.e., time for tea, as we say in Scotland. Are you going to be having some of that Earl Grey? What's your favorite tea, or is it just black tea that you like? James, what kind of tea will you be having, and what will you be having with it? Because I'm certainly ready for some tea time, even though it's a bit early here in Chicago. Tea is the Glasgow for evening meal, like high tea. I gotcha. Very cool. Very cool. I would love for all of us. I would love for all of us to be able to have some kind of haps happening at some point. Definitely one here in the United States and something in Europe. My goodness, we need to go to Australia. We need to go to Malaysia. We need to go all over tonight. I think it's pasta tonight. Okay. All right. Well, enjoy your pasta. I am quite a big fan of pasta here. So thank you, Brenda, for sending your thoughts and prayers to Maryann. The her mother was just a little older than I am, so um, definitely something that is very sorrowful, and I'm very sorry for her passing. And I appreciate all of you that have been here. That's lovely with Dr. Hooper's quote there. Very lovely. Yeah, she was young. Hi, Rev, from a fellow griever. Please pass on my thoughts to everyone. Uh, of course, Angela. Much love to you too, and I know what you and your family and your daughter have been going through, and I'm sending you lots of love as well. Um, I think we have lots of love to share and lots of love to give here, and it's really, um, it's really something that is very powerful. The just the power of this medium, the power of being able to be connected around the globe, around the world is something that is just absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And I don't think we can really deny the power of this type of media, of this type of platform now. I mean, the what it has been able to do for all of us during these during these difficult times. I often wonder, can you imagine what this would have been like? Thanks, James. What this would have been like in the 80s or the 90s before we had all of this connectivity. I guess we would have all been on the telephone or writing a lot of letters, but to see each other's faces, right? And I mean, this idea of video phones that we kind of have today with FaceTime and with this is something that really makes it much more powerful to see each other's faces and our expressions and the facial cues. It really makes the medium incredibly powerful, and I am very much appreciative of all of you coming here. Thanks for the Appreciate You award. Very much appreciated from you, James. And, if, like I said, if anybody wants to come up and say something, or if you just want to come up and share your followers out with this message, feel free to do that as well. I think that's how it works. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome. Welcome from Charlotte. Very nice to see you. If you have any specific friends that you would like to invite, reach out to them. I think we'll go. I think we'll go for a little while longer, and hopefully we'll see some of our other friends from the platform as they get a chance to stop by. I know it's kind of a difficult time of the day for people who are, trying to grab some lunch or in, the middle of a meeting or something like that. So um, I'm I'm very I'm very blessed that I could spend so much time with everyone, and it's very nice. And um, just getting to hang out with all of you guys is a beautiful thing, and you showing all of this love, compassion, kindness, and sorrow. As I said, if you're just kind of joining us, um, we're sending lots of love and sharing. Hey, Paul, and sharing in our sorrow for Maryann. And if you're not familiar with Nigerian culture, um, expressing love at a time like this is hugely important, as it is in all cultures. But in Nigerian culture, um, you can go a little further. You can push that love out a little stronger, maybe than you can in some countries, and certainly um, the feeling of conveying that you're sorry means a lot, a lot to people in Nigeria. That is something, again, that is within their culture, that they do, that Nigerians do a lot, and again, I don't think you can overexpress um, that you are sorry that um, Maryann and her family are going through this, and know that I'm sure that she will be watching when she has the ability to do so. Angela says, I take a lot of comfort from the kind words of people who barely know me. In some ways, it's easier to take than from close friends and family. I can feel that. I can feel that. I think if if you want to express something and you don't know how to do it, um, just tell us what's on your heart right now. Um, just tell us what's speaking to you. It doesn't have to do anything in specific with Maryann. Just tell us what's on your heart in the chat, or come up and tell us what's on your heart if you want to. I know that my heart is very much obviously reaching out to Maryann, but I also was able to get the first round of the Pfizer vaccine on Saturday, and that uh, that meant a tremendous amount to me. I didn't realize how emotional I would be. I was emotional when I found out, and I wasn't incredibly emotional when when it happened. But ever since, I've been ever since I've been pretty overtaken at times. And I just want to celebrate all of the scientists and researchers and funders and um, all of the people who have worked so hard, so fast to give us these to give us these new cures that are really nothing less than miraculous. Um, the advances that we will see in medicine often come from very tragic times. It's kind of the way that medicine is advanced through the years. When hello, Maryann. Hi, you are certainly most welcome. So much love to you, and it is very nice to see you. Um, so this is great. Let Maryann know how you're feeling, and um, whatever we can do for you, Maryann, even being so far away, we'll be there for you. We, as a community, we want to surround you with love and help you know that we care a lot. So if all of you want to take a breath and think about what's on your heart and share it with Maryann, that would be beautiful. Those of you that are just kind of hanging there out there and not coming up to see us, just send good thoughts, send good vibes, send love. If all you want to do is throw some hearts on the screen, you can throw some hearts on the screen. It is it's always it's always fun to be up here by myself and talk. I know it would seem that is something that I like to do, but I always appreciate when someone else is up here. So I appreciated Helga and Eric and Nick and Desiree for coming up, and just very nice to hear those beautiful words. And I hope you get a chance, Maryann, to listen to those when you get the chance. And it's great that you're a part of our community, and I know that. And now maybe many of you will get a chance to get to connect with Maryann as well. You know, I urge everybody to to reach out across the platform. You know, we have these fun little circles of people. I think that we all get to know, and there's some interconnectivity to these circles that oh, sure, please, Angela, please come on up. These little circles. Um, that's very lovely, Kimchi. Very lovely. Well, hello, Angela. Let's
Hello
see.
again. Oh, it's me, you, and Eleanor.
It is.
Again, me, you, and Eleanor. Maryann, I just wanted to say we haven't connected before,
Oh,
but I just wanted to say, am I live with?
you are now. I forgot. Eleanor's here pushing buttons.
Okay.
I keep my hands away from the
Perfect.
keyboard.
Maryann, we haven't connected. If you know Dr. Deanna Hooper, I'm her mother. Just wanted to say very, very sorry for your loss. I know it's incredibly hard. I kind of understand what you're going through, but at the same point, nobody understands because everybody's grief and journey is different. But there's a lot of people here who will send love and support to you. It is a horrible, horrible time, but strangely enough, even when you think you can't get through the darkest day, you do get through it and you do come out the other side. And I think in some ways, some of us come out, sometimes you come out stronger because of the love of the person that you've lost. So I hope that offers you a little bit of comfort.
I appreciate that, Angela, especially those words from you. And it's very nice of you to come in today. And you're in Barcelona.
I'm in
So-
Barcelona, yeah. Do you want me
Looks-
to, are you okay for me to share my story?
Please
Diana,
do.
if you're
Yes,
here,
please.
leave.
Please do. Please do.
So last August, in a very unexpected manner, nothing to do with COVID, my husband of 36 years, my amazing, wonderful husband, best friend, and too many words to describe, passed away from a heart failure. It wasn't a heart attack. It wasn't something that was a lifestyle in brought on. It wasn't by diet. It wasn't an inherited condition. It's just one of those rare bullet trains that hit you and there's nothing to be done. I'm so sorry, Deanna. I really hope you've left the broadcast by now. He was a wonderful man, and we all take incredible strength from the fact that he loved us amazingly. We had a brilliant life, both me, the kids. He was the best father, and the kids always miss him, always worship him. But because we had so many amazing times and so much good strength to come from him, we've taken a lot of comfort from that. And we're now 7 months into the journey of grief. And I think as a family of now 3, we are stronger together than we thought we could be. So that's kind of our story.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that, because I think understanding how others go through things is it's hard to take comfort in the moment, but it definitely helps. I know someone said that that loss leaves a great huge hole in your heart, but that hopefully over time, though that hole will never go away, hopefully it will get smaller, and there's never they never leave us. They're always here
with us in our memories and our thoughts, everything we touch, everything we do. Deanna actually has a very beautiful way of describing the grief journey. So I will just share that with you. So when you first lose somebody, the pain is intense and incredible, and it's like you're carrying around a big pain button all the time. As time passes, you still carry the pain button, but the pain button is in a box with a ball. And as the ball of grief reduces now and again, it still hits the pain button, and the pain is just as fresh as before, but it hits less and less because the grief is smaller. And I take a lot of comfort in that, because I do think that my husband will always be with me. His memories, his laugh, his sense of humor was insane. A lot of things he said would probably be unbroadcastable, because he had a very British sense of humor, very kind of direct, and he would laugh at everybody and at himself. And he was an incredibly funny person. And he taught us all how to be strong independently and together. And I think he will always be with us, and he will always be strong with us, and we will be strong with him and move. I don't believe in the concept of moving on, but I do think we move forward with the new way of life that we have to live with.
Well, I think I look forward to, as our friendship grows with you and Deanna, to learning more about him as well. So as time moves forward and you can share, and I know how difficult this has been for you guys, it's really nice to have that. Hi, Eleanor.
Hi. I don't know if
I would
Maryan's
imagine your
here.
heart's pretty heavy today.
Yeah, it's always heavy.
Mm-hmm.
First, Maryann, just my condolences. And there's nothing to be said. It's a hard time. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you're feeling is worth feeling. Everything you're going to go through is worth going through. My dad always had the greatest way of like handling loss. He always used to tell me that pain we're feeling, that's love. That's love that has nowhere to go because that person isn't physically here now. And eventually we have to take that love and we have to pay it forward somehow to respect that person that we lost. And that's like how we continue their story, their journey. That's how we keep them alive here. And yeah, I mean, I lost. It'll be 4 months on the 28th. I lost my wife. Lost my dad. It's going on 2 years, and that one he had. It was just a sudden heart thing. He went into the hospital for actually to get a shot in his back, and before he even got it, he was just gone. He's here, and then he wasn't.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
And it is difficult. And just everyone, there's so much loss right now, so much loss, and it's so important that we allow ourselves to just feel it because that pain is love, and how awesome it is that we had someone in our life that we loved that much and that loved us that much.
Tango is just joining me here. That's really great. Thank you so much. He just wanted to jump up and say hi. He is now up on the fridge because I think he likes to make an appearance. Deanna and I, we're quite in sync sometimes, and we both went on Amazon and bought a book, and then we were saying to each other, I've bought a book, and by some bizarre coincidence, we bought the same book. And it's actually, it's one of those weird things that you think, and it's actually been a book that I found very helpful because it's not a lecturing book that tells you how to grieve. It does tell you that everybody's journey is different, and the path is yours and yours alone, and nobody else can help you walk it. But it's a very interesting book that kind of goes through the grief journey, and it's written in a way that you don't have to read the book. You can just dive in on a particular section and read that one. So I don't know if we're allowed to do promotion. It's not my book.
Sure.
Thank you, Deanna. Deanna's already passed it on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's actually a very, very helpful book. It's on subjects like today, listening to songs. You dive into the song section, and it's very good. And one of the quotes I think that stays with me a lot is the depth of your grief is a reflection of the height of your love. And I think that's amazing.
That is very beautiful. I think one of the things, and I certainly will not try to explain the journey because I don't think my knowledge is deep enough to share it. But actually, if there's anyone here that is Jewish and would want to come up and talk about sitting Shiva, there's, I think in the West, sometimes I think we don't really express grief in the same way as in other places, and the Jewish people have this beautiful system of taking a journey of, can be, I think, up to a year that you sit Shiva, and there's ritual after ritual after ritual, and those rituals help you move on through all of the different phases that they see. And so to have a book like that and a recommendation, I think that's a very wonderful thing to do, because especially for folks that, I mean, I'm 54 years old. I still have my parents. I've lost my great grandfather and I've lost all of my grandparents, but I've been kind of pretty lucky, other than with friends and stuff along the way. And so having a grieving process, if you're out there, and I know how difficult this can be for people, and also if you are having an issue, and you're feeling that grief and you're holding that grief in a little bit, and you need a little, you need somebody to talk to, um, we are very much in tune and connected with the idea of the text. Um, what's it called, Eleanor? I'm putting it here, 741-741. You can text to the crisis text line,
Yeah.
and they will text with you. You even if you're just feeling a little blue, if this is getting overly emotional for you and you need somebody to kind of speak with, in the US and in Canada, it's 741-741. Text to that and you'll get through to somebody. If you want to talk to somebody, um, all of the hotlines, for suicide, etc., they are um, they'll talk to you too. They'll talk to you too. So, and my goodness, I'm no therapist, but you need to vent, you need to let it out. Hit me in the DMs on the Instagram, on the Twitter. I will be here, and help, maybe even just help guide you in a direction. Um, if you need something more than that, there's I think it's BetterHelp or Better Health online, and you know what, they have a sliding scale. Oh, thank you, Pablo, for the Appreciate You award. There you go, Kim Carolina, you're here. Oh, I love it. I love that when somebody comes in, um, like Kim, and Kim is like, oh my gosh, I love you, Kim. You're always there for us here, and Kim helps bring so many wonderful people to join us here, and I just can't. I just can't imagine, for me, what this was like 8 weeks ago to not know all of you folks. I've known all of you
Yeah.
my whole life. So, um, thank you, Pablo. Maryann, you're in our thoughts from everyone at HAPS. So sorry for your loss. Thank you, Pablo. I know everybody at the HAPS team is incredibly, incredibly busy, making sure this network grows and explodes into this massively joyous platform that will change everything around the world. And I really appreciate you stopping by, Pablo. You are just such an asset to all of us, and you work so hard for us. And I know you and Peter know Maryann a little bit, so I know that means a lot, and appreciate it. And please say hi to everybody over there for us too. Very much so.
That's actually a very beautiful message, Eleanor.
That's just from their site.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's hard to reach out, and people feel that they always have to be strong, and they have to especially be strong for their families, because everybody. In my case, Mark was my husband. He was Deanna's father. He was Deanna's friend. He was brother. He was, he had a different role to so many people,
Yeah.
and everybody's grief and everybody's part of him is different. And I think admitting that you sometimes you feel like you have to be brave for the others, for the rest of the family. But I think the ultimate thing of a sign of bravery absolutely is asking for help, saying, I need somebody to talk to, I need somebody to shout at, I need somebody to swear at, just sometimes just having kind of somebody to listen to you while you shout and scream.
I think that's the most important thing that we can do with when we have loved ones that are grieving, if we're not, connected to it too, is just to be there. Not to. I know when I didn't need advice. I just needed someone to be there, and I think it's really important. Like in a few weeks, people will stop.
Yes.
Coming up and saying sorry. Stop saying, giving hugs. Stop. Mentioning it, and that's really when friends need to be there.
That's when I think the loneliness definitely kicks in.
The quietness becomes so loud.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you get through it.
I understand that. Yeah, talking is really hard. It's something that I found. I don't know if it gets easier, but it feels more like in the first few days, talking about Mark was all I wanted to do.
Mhm.
But I still want to talk about him because he was and is so much a part of my life. But talking about what's happened is so hard sometimes. So,
Yeah.
Maryann, I don't imagine the journey you're going through, but as a stranger, I'm sending you my love, and if you need to just vent at me, shout, scream, I'm there for you.
Well, Maryann has left us a message, and I want to pass that on because I know some of you can't see those messages when you're on mobile. So,
I put it up there.
Maryann says, "This is so beautiful. I'm so emotional now. I would have loved to patch in and say hi, but I'm a mess right now. I love you all for your messages and your stories, and we love you too." Yeah, we love you a lot, Maryann, and I feel very honored to know you and to know the work that you do, and my heart is with you. Hey, Swift Beats from London. It blows my mind. Swift Beats from London. Angela from Barcelona. Anne Rush. It's really nice. It's really nice. I have been alerted that my little fellow here has Spanish in 3 minutes, which is fine. But I may have to step away for a moment and convince him that, well, you like Spanish, right? Yeah, he likes Spanish, so I might not have to convince him.
We can help him with his Spanish. If he needs
Oh,
help with
yeah.
Spanish work, he can
Oh my
practice.
gosh. You know what? We could do total immersion in Spanish. Like, I will
Yeah.
just let you, like, I'll tell you what I want him to do, and then you can just talk to him. Oh, that would be so fun.
I might not
Total-
necessarily tell him what you say. I might, translate it differently.
That's fine. Total Spanish immersion through HAPS.
Yeah,
But
maybe
I'm gonna.
Deanna and I can do language classes one day and do a whole
Oh, that would be
podcast in
lovely.
Spanish.
That would be awesome.
Deanna
Oh my gosh.
speaks about 20 languages, so she can jump in and do
Look,
switch from language to language. Just
Wish
to,
my brain
anybody
could do
that can
that.
tell dark matter what they can't do does not surprise me that she speaks 20 languages. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Deanna honestly is probably one of my, and I have a lot of heroes, but Deanna is probably one of my biggest heroes because she's just absolutely amazing, and she can explain
Definitely.
physics to simple people like me, and only 4 and a bit. Well, that's 3 more and a bit more than I can speak. So I
Which
will.
one is the
I'm gonna.
bit? Is the German the bit? Because you've been there for 6 years, so I think it's more than a
She
bit.
probably speaks it pretty well.
Yeah.
It's never
And now
easy when
she's
you
going to
lose
add
a loved one.
Finnish to it as well, which is just another
Oh, isn't that the
level.
most difficult language to learn? I've heard something like that. I think. Oh no, Icelandic. Icelandic's really tough.
Japanese.
Yeah,
I want
Japanese
to
too.
learn
Chinese.
Icelandic because there's only like I don't even think 200,000
12 people that
speak it.
speak it.
Yeah, there's so few.
Yeah, so your chances
All right,
of
I'm going to
bumping
jump
into
out for a
somebody to
second
practice it.
and get some Spanish class going here. I'll be right back.
Dice buenos dias a Tohiro. He probably, I speak Urdu and Punjabi and Hindi. I don't know, Swift Beats, how different each one is. Sorry for my ignorance. Is there a lot of similarities between the three? Or are they completely different bases? And apologies for my Western ignorance. I'm being surrounded by cats, by the way, just as always. I'm always surrounded by cats. So I'm going to do an introduction of all of my cats.
Yes.
Maryann, if you're still here, cats give you so much love and they will support you and help you. So here I'm sending you my cats to help you. So this big fat boy is Cash. Cash. Say hello. Say hello. No, Cash doesn't want to say hello. This boy is the semi-mute boy called Song. He's very beautiful, but Song, he pretends he's mute, but he's called Song, which is quite
Ooh,
ironic.
pretty.
There you go. Hello, Song. That's Mr. Song, or we often call him King Song because he's very, very regal. And just when you want the other 4, they've all vanished. There's 5. 5? So that's 5 wandering around on Song again. Wow, so Urdu, Punjabi, and they're similar but different. And now you're learning Danish. That's quite a mix. Hello, Cash. Do you want to say hello? Cash, do you want to say hello? No. So that's 2, and you've met 5. 5 is up there currently. And
How
where
many
the others are?
there?
Danish is your first language. Maryann, allergic to cats. There's the bold ones, which are really ugly, but you know, you could get a bold cat. It's nice that you're here, Maryann, and I hope that you're taking just a little pinch of comfort from the fact that strangers across the world are sending you their thoughts. So here is River, the only cat I know to have asthma. And believe me, you don't want to try and give a cat an inhaler. It's not the fun thing. So that's River. She's Song's sister. And then you have Song.
I could see you chasing her around with an inhaler.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I just
goodness.
imagine my face very scratched up.
Right.
This
oh
is
my goodness.
Tango,
My,
the most troublesome boy in the world.
aw, look at him.
He is
He's so
such
cute.
a mischief.
Oh, that's
My
nice.
neighbor drilling something.
Swift, I don't know. Gosh, let's see. What is it? Who can tell me the fastest what time it is UTC right now? Go.
17:11.
Okay, that still doesn't work. I need it in American time.
So I think it's actually 6:12.
6:12, 18:12. Oh, see, I knew Deanna. She's on it. 18:12. Because of the little
Anybody
time
wanna
change
do
thing.
the
That's what's been
opening?
thrown up. 6:12 p.m. UTC. Thank you,
You
Deanna.
could do 18:12. You have to do the 18:12 overture.
Right. Well, I was wondering if Swift is in any kind of position where he might be able to play us a little something if he can. No pressure, Swift Beats. Just curious. And if there are any other musicians out there that want to play something, 7:12 for Anne. Look at that. I love this. And look, if you're just out there and you're what I affectionately call a lurker. I love my lurkers. 12:12 in
Colorado.
Denver. Say hi. Let us know you're there. And
So this boy
Swift,
that
like I
I'm
said, if you
following
can't,
you around,
not a big deal.
So this crazy little boy that I'm playing with now, this one is Ness. He's my newest addition, and he is a little bit broken, both mentally and physically. Bless him. He's
thank you,
a
Anne.
little bit special.
Very
you can
good.
see, Ness was
Eleanor-
actually found on the streets with a broken leg. Oh, sorry, Rev.
No, that's okay. Eleanor, you're on your laptop, right?
Mhm.
Can you check your setting and make sure you're on like the high quality for the
high
audio?
quality?
And then you're
Yep.
you're on mobile, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So when Swift comes up, I'll have you drop out so that we get just the high quality on the audio. But you don't have
Yeah.
to yet. You don't have to yet.
I
Swift is setting
understand. You're
up.
saying I'm low quality. I get it.
I didn't want to say that out loud.
Yeah, I get it. You want to kick out the low quality. I get it.
Right.
Get it.
I mean, that Barcelona,
Yeah, Barcelona
Yeah.
vibe. Just can't work.
We got like Asha, who I love to death and who's always in the comments, but like, and I don't know if someone is, where they are, in where somebody is gender wise because of a name, and so I'm always a little surprised sometimes because I put an image in my head. Of course, we do these little things, and I had no idea that Asha was a biological scientist and all this stuff we learned the other day. And we got this beautiful tour of London, and the tube and all of that stuff that was just so fun just to be taken through the city live online. Like, I so want to go to London, and I've seen London on TV and everything, but to have a personal tour on our way to work and like pass all of these famous places. And we were talking about something, I can't remember what. Oh, it was the Globe Theater, right? And I'm like,
Yep, the Globe Theatre.
is that the
Yeah.
original Globe Theater? And like, yep, there's parts of the original Globe Theater. I'm like, but that's like a million years old. Like, like you go to England and you go to the oldest private residence in America is actually in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and it was from the Spanish. Now that's from the colonialism right there. Obviously, there are older structures from the indigenous people that were here, and you can certainly see these kivas and stuff that are actually amazing. If the sun actually comes out again in Germany, I'll take you on a tour of the huge park in the city. Woohoo! Awesome. Yeah. So, wow.
I did
What
a
a great,
brief tour
what a
of
great thing.
Sabadell yesterday, my little town outside of Barcelona. You can check back on my other broadcast. I was trying to catch the sun setting over the valleys, which is
nice.
just outside of Barcelona. But hopefully this week I might be going into Barcelona for one day. So if I am, I will do a guided tour of Gaudi's palace and everything.
You know where I want to go to is in Spain is hold on a second. Well, it's where the oh wow, your brain's not working at all. Now you can't even think of the architect.
Gaudi?
No, because maybe is it who designed the building? It's new, right?
A new building in Spain, that doesn't help a lot.
Well, no, there's a museum, and the artist the architect did similar work in Chicago. I think he's from Chicago. It'll come to me. Oh, Geary, I think Frank Geary, did a museum there. It's in Bill. How do they say it? Bilbao. Bilbao. Yeah, I think it's in Bilbao. The museum that I'm thinking of is in Bilbao, and I definitely want to see that. I would love to see his work. So yeah, this is great. Looking forward to Swift coming up here and sing a bit of song and sharing out all this love. Like this is the way to do Haps right here. I mean, if this isn't proof of concept to whoever is funding this thing, right? Whoever is, if you're listening right now, this is a hit. This is a winner. This is like no other thing. The combination of video and connectivity around the world, and I've been saying it's kind of like YouTube and Facebook, or YouTube and Zoom. Had a and they produced the most killer app in the world. The most powerful vehicle for love and friendship and happiness. You just can't. You can't beat it. I mean, I don't know what it is about the internet and this connectivity, but like I fall in love with all of you people like really fast and really hard. We just make these deep connections.
Phrased this very nicely the other day. She said she came to HAPS for the video broadcasting, but she's staying for the community. And I think that's lovely.
I think it is very lovely. I think that's what most of us, we're doing is coming for the video and staying for the love. It's got to be that people are looking. If you're at your first time at HAPS today, and you're like, okay, that's a little weird. Trust me, stick around another 15 minutes, and you'll get it too. You'll fall in love too. It's just it's absolutely beautiful place, and we're all so blessed to be able to be out and share together. Again, tell us what's on your heart in the comments. If you want to, please feel free to say, hey, I want to come up and say hi. We certainly want you to do that, especially if it's your first time. If you've never been up here before, it's always a lot of fun to have somebody come up here for the first time, and just knowing that so much love on here. Yes, Maryann, I'm glad that you're feeling that love. We are so happy to share it with you, and so excited that that we've made a connection to you in the community. Swift Beats
So
is
I
almost
think
ready to play. Look at that. That's awesome.
so. It's time to kick me out, right?
Yeah, sorry. You know,
Yeah, that's okay. I get it.
ease on
Music or
down, ease on down
Barcelona?
the road. You got to
Yeah.
ease
All
on down,
righty.
ease on down the road.
I'll mosey on and I'll feed the cats because
Okay, and you
apparently
can
they
come
need
back too. But
caffeine.
if oh, I like that. I missed a spot.
I will say buenas noches, Rev. You can practice with your son to say buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Yeah.
Buenas noches.
Good night.
Noches. Buenas
Yeah.
noches.
Buenos nachos?
All right.
Nachos?
Nachos. Yeah.
So
Good
hungry now.
nachos. That's always a good thing. Good nachos.
I'm hungry too. My goodness. Yeah. Where is my? Oh, I'm the cook in the house.
You're
That's me.
the cook. I
Hey,
should imagine.
in the
so.
last 8 years of this relationship that I am in with the executive producer, I've cooked every meal except when we've had takeout or been somewhere else, and it's a good thing because though she's amazing, I cook better, so.
That's good. Everybody plays to
Yes.
their strengths. Well, I will say
Exactly.
good night, and I will
Good night,
dive
Ange.
in and out of the comments. But thank you for having me on and letting me share my story. I hope you all stay well, stay safe, and love each other as best as you can.
Yeah, love to you too, and thank you for being my friend.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Have a
Even if I'm
lovely
only the
evening.
bad connection one.
Yeah, well, there may be a way to turn on the high quality on the mobile app, but I have no idea how. So
I could run upstairs on my computer, but I think we know that it's just a good excuse to kick me out. So no worries. I can take it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
We'll
Ange.
talk later.
You take care.
Ciao, ciao.
All right. Bye. All right. Swift Beats will be joining us. Everybody, if you are not familiar with Swift, he's kind of I think Swift, we have so many great musicians, and I think Swift is like our resident composer. I made vegetarian pasta dish this evening. Oh, that sounds good. And Maryann says, thanks, Angela. Nice to meet you. Joy says, nice seeing you, dear. And Troop. I just love that. I mean, I can't see my parents hanging out on here. Maybe my dad, because he's into technology, but I just think it's great. Yeah, I think it's great that we have them here. Ali Mustafa from Los Angeles. Hello. Ali or Ali? Ali? And welcome. Great to see you. Who are you talking to there, Eleanor?
There's someone at my door. I'll be back.
Oh, I thought you were just talking to yourself. I was just going to tease you. There she goes. She's gone for a sec. Ooh, how'd I get in that mode? That's weird. Hang on a second. There we go. Ooh, broadened myself out there. Hi, hello. So if you're out there and you're wondering what's going on, or you jumped into the a little while ago, we are sending all of our love to Maryann, who is with us, and we are just here to be here for her, and this is just a lovely time to share, and we hopefully Swift will be coming soon. John, how you doing, man? John is someone that that supported me very early on in this journey, and John, I'm forever grateful for that. I really appreciate you for that. May the memories of joyful days bring peace to those grieving. Thank you, Kimchi, for those absolutely wonderful words. Yeah, please let us know what's on your heart. I know it can be a little difficult sometimes to do that, especially in kind of a public forum. But honestly, you're in a really safe space here. There's really we're all here to hold each other. We're all here to guide each other. We're all here to love each other, and you just won't get this feeling. I don't think online, at least anywhere else. Oh, the very famous Namaste Award. That is like, I think that's my favorite, because my closing on my show is peace be with you and namaste. That's what I say is my closing. I've been doing that for a long time, and so there's a Namaste award that is here, and of course the llama is the mascot. Is the mascot for HAPS. So that's really nice. And I actually don't know the story about the pink theme for HAPS, but I think it's really kind of because you don't see pink or kind of magenta being used, so it's very distinct, very very distinct, and really neat. If Thank you, Kim. If you're having thanks for the bittersweet morning, my beautiful spirits in temp human form work calls. Kimchi, you take care. Love you. Thank you for everything you do for all of us here at RevMac Live and at HAPS. We appreciate it. If you need to speak to a counselor, if you're having some problems, this can be tough for people. And if you're in the U.S., if you're in Canada, you can text to 741-741. Let me pull up the numbers for Ireland, and they're somewhere else. The UK, right? I know we have friends in the UK right now.
I
that
put them
are on
up
here with
there.
us. Oh, you did? You just put them up? Okay.
I can
Thank
put them
you.
up again. Yeah.
Yeah. Put them up again.
Yep, I got it.
Thank you. What? T-Mobile? I'm not. If there's anybody. Oh, here he is. Ah, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from somewhere in England. Where are you in England?
East London.
East London. Ooh, that sounds like a hip place to be. So all the way from East London, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let him come in. I'm going to pull myself out, and let's have a little somber recognition of our friend Swift Beats. We'll take a listen.
Hey everyone. Good to see you all. Yep. I'm just loading up my setup, so it's all ready to play. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yeah, we've got a little bit of oh wait. Yeah, there's a little bit of static kind of chatter there. Hold on. Oh, it's gone. Oh, Information Man, how you doing, man? Great to see you. All right, go ahead, Swift. You're good. I shrunk him down. Hold on. It's getting back. Thank you, Swift. That was very, very lovely. What was that, a tune of yours, an original tune, or what were we listening to?
That was an original piece of music that I just composed on the fly. And
I thought maybe that was the case.
yep, I always do it on the fly. It's
I
never
know.
like that's why I like to keep it. I don't want to just record it and just make it, because then it's just like pre-made kind of thing.
Right.
Whereas if it's
Mm-hmm.
live, like this show is live, it's
Right.
just
Yeah, I mean,
more.
that's like, it's one thing for me being able to talk here like with some without a script, but just playing a piece of music as you go is just a phenomenal gift, and a gift that you share to all of us. And it just so appreciate you, dude. It's really cool. Um, I definitely have to get to
I
East
really
London one of these
appreciate you.
days. Oh, thank you, Swift.
Yes,
I definitely have to.
definitely. You
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have a
come to
big
East
gathering
London.
in London.
Gonna have that trust me, fish and chips and stuff. Get you some bit
Mm-hmm.
of the accent.
Right.
It'll
Right.
be
Well, I'll come over there and like listen to that authentic American accent. I'll be like, yeah, that's what I got. Authentic American accent. So that is absolutely great. The
Thank you, darling. Thank
how do
you,
you
Nick.
yeah, Anne loves it. That's beautiful. Just how to be able to just kind of pour out what you're feeling, and even the part of the broadcast that you were listening to, to influence what you're saying, and just to be able to speak on such a level is so beautiful, because the English language is not one of the most eloquent languages in the world by any means, and I think sometimes I'm like, wow, we need a lot more words than we have sometimes to convey deeper meaning to stuff. So that's just like a beautiful language that you can send out there. It's kind of like a love letter you can send everybody, and I'm extremely envious that you can play music. I can sing a little, but I could never really be in a band because I can never figure out when it's going to start. That makes it a problem. So,
I
um,
don't, I don't think with technology it will be a problem for you,
mhm.
because like let's just say, like if you wanted to do a song with me right now and you hit a bad note, or it's not in time, with the technology nowadays, it's like the file itself, the
Mhm.
wave format, see the image, you can easily adjust and shift the thing, and you can also
Oh
easily
wow.
adjust the pitch of the tone. So if you want it from like this piano, I can have like, just think of this as your singing recording. So if I wanted the individual note, I can have it like. So that's your audio.
Right. And
One second.
the computer can correct it. I like this. We're getting a quick musical lesson here. That's a lot of fun. Um, so am I, Rev Mac Live. I wish I could play an instrument. And this is just the beautiful, lovely moments that we can have on Haps here, and sending a little joy to Maryann. This is fun.
McKenna, I wanted to ask you a question.
Hmm.
When you when you think of music, do you think of music as, oh, I put the CD in or listen to it on a headphone and I'm just going, yeah, this is music?
Say it again.
Or
Do
do
I?
you have it like, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah. No, go ahead. I heard the first part, so go ahead.
Yeah, so do you listen to music like where you just put the headphones on and you're like, yeah, this is music? Or do you
Hmm.
actually go on a journey somewhere and it takes you somewhere? Like, for instance, if I was to have a little thing where I'd say express happiness or express um, like dramatic, how would you convert that into musical notes? So, for instance, I'll give
Hmm.
you an example. So, happiness. So that kind of vibe. It's
Mm-hmm.
more of a happy. And then suspicion, more like
Mm.
wait. So it's more like on the go.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I think music, I definitely take a journey with music. I actually don't typically just listen to music just to listen to music. I think I definitely listen to it probably more than anything to elevate my mood, especially in the morning. I can't think what it is on Spotify, but can't think of the name of it, but it's what I use when I bike ride. It's all big, like, quick, fast, like dance music kind of stuff, and that pumps me up. And I definitely listen to that. So yeah, and Swift, like, I haven't had you on my show yet either, so we got to get that done too, buddy. We got to
We
do that. We got to do
definitely
that.
have.
Yeah, we got to do that real soon. And I don't want to. I want to stick with Maryann here because I know I'm going to start getting some texts like, what are we doing? What kind of show is this now? I love when people text me. But
We need to do it, and I would love to be on your show and
yeah,
play some
and we're
tunes.
going to do like a new artist Mondays, and I'd like to have like kind of somebody that's a little more established to come in and be able to ask questions and stuff that I couldn't ask. So we'll talk about that. I'll talk about that with you. I've got a few people lined up. So do you want to play something else, or you do? Okay.
If that's all right
So
with everyone.
I'm sure they will agree. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Swift Beats all the way from East London. And thank you, my friend. We'll take a listen.
Thank you, everyone. Let's do this. And thank you, McKenna, for getting me on the show. Thank you very much.
I unmuted myself. What happened? Then I remuted myself. Wow, buddy,
I think
that's great. What's that?
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're very welcome. Look, let's stick around for a couple of more minutes
I
so
think
we
they
can have.
wanted an encore.
Oh, we need an encore. Oh, you're breaking up.
No, I was just joking around. There is a little bit of a delay for some reason.
Yeah, there is. Yep. We've gotten a little bit of a delay there. Let's stick around, everybody, for just a few minutes more, so that if anybody would like to come up and you finally kind of gotten the inspiration because of Swift to come up, then hey, man, what do I actually call you? What do you like to be called?
Yeah, you can call me Swift. You can call me Swifties. My
Just
real
don't
name, I
call
kind
you
of
Lu-
keep that private.
Sure, I get it for
I
sure.
mean,
Very familiar.
separation
Um,
in like real life, if you know.
well, I like Swift. So I'm gonna stick with that as long as you like it. And yeah, I'm gonna let you go back to your day, sir. And you're apparently bouncing your signal off the moon now, and it's getting a little fuzzy. So thanks, buddy, for joining us. And there he goes. That was Swift Beats. Just, I got to tell you, just one of the absolutely most charming, wonderful beings you're going to meet here. Hi, Gemma. Gemma, perhaps if perhaps we could commission you to do a portrait for Maryann. No, don't worry about it, Swift. We can talk about it and see if maybe as time goes on a little bit, there might be a photo or something that Maryann would have. Maryann, if you're still listening, Gemma's an excellent artist, and I would love to be able to do that. So, if there's a photo or something you'd like of your mom to be drawn or and colored, or she did a lovely one of Peter the other day, and I didn't know Peter was a cowboy, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, so if anybody wants to tell us what's on their heart, tell us what's on your heart in the comments. Send a little love. We will definitely stick around for a couple of more minutes to do that. No commission or anything needed. Just send me something. I would be honored. That's beautiful, Gemma. Yeah, we'll. Maryann, you can send it to Gemma, or you can send it to me, and I'll get to Gemma. But we'll talk later too. I'm not sure if you're still here. And yeah, I just want to thank all of you for showing the love to Maryann and to her family, and I certainly will cherish these moments for a very, very, very long time, as long as this 50-year-old, almost 55-year-old brain can keep those memories alive. I will be doing that for sure. We have a powerful community here, folks. Know its power. Know what we can do, and know how we can actually change lives with this. I know for some of us, we're here, we hang out, we have conversations with our friends, and we look at this as just a beautiful way to connect. And I love going into a room when there's a bunch of friends who are just hanging out, and you can listen to their conversation, and they'll let you come in. And then, of course, we have just so many amazingly talented people that do all kinds of things here, and you really can find anything you want on Haps. And please scroll through people's timelines, find the good stuff, share the good stuff. I need to do that more. I need to share other people's work on through my timeline. The biggest challenge for me is that pushes all of my, if anybody from HAPS happens to be listening, um, it pushes all of the things that I'm working hard on for people to see in interviews and stuff down that they get difficult to find. But we've got workarounds, and we'll keep doing those things. So thank you guys. Just thank you folks. Thank all of you folks for being here. Um, I can't thank I can't think of all of you enough, and thank you all of you for just this tremendous amount of support that you're giving to Maryann at this point. And if you want to pass a message on to Maryann, please do so. Let me do this real quick. Yeah, here. This is her page on HAPS, and like, how cool is that? Look, let me just read this to you for a second. A highly experienced broadcast journalist with a well-earned reputation for hard-hitting reporting and opinion pieces from across the African continent, including interviews with governors, diplomats, activists, celebrities, and politicians, business leaders, survivors, etc. On TV and radio, she has anchored and produced award-winning shows on topics ranging from war to famine, religion, insurgents, ethnic crisis, cultural, environmental degradation, politics, etc. Passionate about advocacy, whether it would be for child rights, women's empowerment, voter education, girl and child education, clean air, etc. And I know so much that I share with Maryann around the environment and all of these things too. And it was definitely something that we're going to talk about in the future. And just want you to know this powerful voice that is on here on HAPS, and giving her this love is just absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Love and light to all of you. Yes, Joy. It is my pleasure to do this. Gemma says, my message, even though you don't know me so much, I'm always here if I'm needed, and would love to help you draw some of her memories if it helps, for sure. Thank you, Gemma. That is so beautiful. Let me put Maryann's profile in the comments. And if you're watching this on replay, yeah, join us again on HAPS. Find something you're interested in, or if you have an interest, you know what? In honor of Maryann's mother, do a broadcast today. Take a chance. Step outside of your comfort zone, and jump on. And we'll all be here to support you. In fact, let us know ahead of time, and we'll be right there in the room. So, look, thank you all very much for this, and just keep this great community going, and welcome everybody as they arrive. And if you're new to HAPS, welcome to HAPS. If you've been here for more than 85 days, which is how long I've been here, then nice to meet all of you veterans out there of 90 or 100 or more days. And I appreciate all the work that you did laying the ground before us. So thanks. And much love and light to you. Thanks for joining us. Maryann, we love you. And we are sorry for everything you're going through, but the love is flowing to you. Lots of red hearts in my next text. Love to all, Angela. Okay, everybody, you can keep making the comments in the comments, and I'm going to say I love all of you, and just keep the faith, keep fighting. Peace be with you. Ooh, I just claimed my 93 days in a row coins. Woohoo! You're like an old timer. Peace be with you.